Talk about the deal. Joining us now is Adam Simpson. He is the CEO of Scripps. Adam, nice to have you. Big deal for your company this morning. National advertising, I guess you think, is going to be a vibrant or continue to be a vibrant market. Why are you doing this deal?
Yeah, I think national advertising will be a vibrant market. Look, the first thing I think your listeners have to understand is that there is no medium more equipped to help deliver brand messages than television advertising. And this is an investment that really takes advantage of another growth marketplace, the growth of over-the-air television. I think most investors have spent a lot of time focused on OTT and digital's growth, but the reality is, as digital has grown and cord cutting and cord nevers have increased, over-the-air broadcasting has been experiencing a real renaissance.
It's funny. I have a digital antenna, and I'm aware of ION as a result of that. You say in your prepared remarks that over-the-air may not be sexy, at least not yet. What's going to make it sexy?
Look, I think it's very early in the renaissance that we've described in over-the-air broadcasting. I think at the end of the day, over-the-air, younger people in particular recognize the value of their digital antenna when they plug it in. 25% of Americans surveyed during the last survey pre-COVID-19 that are broadband households also supplement that broadband connection and their subscription programming streams with over-the-air, just like you do at home. And I think we're going to continue to see significant growth in that marketplace. Over-the-air is a tremendous opportunity for national advertisers as well to actually reach cord cutters and cord nevers. So I think that it's not sexy today because it just doesn't have the panache that digital does. But it looks to us very much like the early days of cable. We love businesses with significant barriers to entry, and we think that the over-the-air marketplace is primed to continue to grow significantly right alongside OTT and digital.
Why, we're talking here in terms of the programming at ION, Law and Order, of course, CSI, NCIS. It feels as though you can't turn a television on and not see repeats of them somewhere. Why do you want another platform that basically does that when I've also got, TNT or USA? You can go through a lot of different networks that air these shows.
Yeah, but those networks that you just described are cable networks. And so as the cable ecosystem continues to see declines, there's going to be a lot of consumers that are going to be cut out of programming streams. Those consumers are plugging in their digital antennas and they're able to receive ION. So I think ION is a double threat. ION is delivered ubiquitously on cable, but it's also available in that growing over-the-air marketplace. With respect to the procedural dramas you're talking about, the reality is that programming has driven ION to be the fifth most watched network in prime time. It's a top 5 network in cable and top 10 in television overall. So it's clearly a successful strategy. It's a strategy, by the way, that was employed by the SVOD services like Netflix. Take classic television hits, bring them to your platform. People love to watch them, and they watch them. I'm a huge fan of the Law and Order franchise, and I think I'll continue to be for the foreseeable future.
Hi, Leslie Picker here. In this announcement, you announced about $500 million worth of synergies as well. Where do you expect that to come from? Over 6 years,
Those synergies are what we just, yeah, absolutely. Those synergies, and I think that's why this is such a unique opportunity for Scripps. Those synergies come from distribution synergies. So we own the business, the Cates networks. We own 5 multicast or broadcast networks today, and we lease spectrum, excess spectrum, from other broadcasters for the distribution of our networks. Those leasing arrangements are our largest expense. So when those contracts come up, we have the opportunity now to migrate our programming streams, the Cates programming streams, onto ION's multicast. And that results in a significant savings over the next 6 years. That's the vast majority of that contractual $500 million in synergies.
Adam, we mentioned Berkshire, of course, in the introduction. Always good to have them, but you're paying for the privilege. An 8% dividend is what you're paying them on that preferred. You also are giving them warrants that they're almost in the money on right now. Why is it worth paying that? And by the way, taking your leverage ratio to 5.2 times, which would scare some companies.
Well, look, Berkshire is going to be a terrific partner to this company. I think they see what we see, an opportunity for this company to really transform itself and reposition itself to take advantage of the disruption in the television marketplace and profit from that disruption. That's fundamental to their investment. For us, the reason we went with Berkshire we wanted to make sure we were going to maintain a leverage ratio that was typical in our industry. 5.2 is not atypical. This business, along with the combination of our businesses together with Ion, is going to generate significant free cash flow that will really propel us to pay down our traditional debt and get ourselves to the place where we typically like to be, in around the 3.5 to 4 times range.